Level 1. The warning. You wake up and check your phone. Your social media feed is showing the same thing. Breaking news banners, night videos of missiles and flashes in the sky, headlines about one country striking another. Then retaliation a few hours later. Then another leader on TV threatening more attacks if it doesn't stop. You open your group chat. Relax, bro. It's just politics. This happens every year. You keep scrolling. Another city at night. Another flash in the distance. Another person filming from a balcony. Another headline saying the conflict is expanding. You start seeing places you thought were safe showing up in the news. Airports, oil sites, capital cities, places that never used to feel close to war. You look outside your window, cars moving, people going to work, someone walking their dog, a bus stopping at the corner like it always does. You still get dressed, you still leave the house, you still sit in traffic. At lunch, people talk about it for 5 minutes. One guy says the media is farming clicks. Another says if this was real, the government would say something. Then, everybody goes back to eating. That night, you check your phone again. Same war clips, same speeches, same arguments in the comments. But your lights still work, your card still works, your internet still works. So you go to sleep thinking the same thing everybody thinks. If this was really starting, surely life would feel different. Level 2. The panic. The next morning, you wake up to your phone vibrating on the floor. One alert, then another, then another. A new strike overnight. Retaliation a few hours later. More threats on TV. More leaders saying this will not go unanswered. You open your group chat. Bro, check the news. This is bad. No way this is actually happening. You get dressed and leave the house. The gas station near your street is already full. You see cars lined up all the way to the road. You see a man filling 4 jerry cans in the back of his truck. Another guy is shouting at the cashier through the window. You keep driving. You can't find a spot to park at the supermarket. It is not even 10 a.m. You walk inside and feel it immediately. No music, no small talk. Just carts rolling and people staring at their phones. A woman rushes past you and says, "Get water first." You turn into the first aisle. Bottled water, half gone. Canned food, half gone. Batteries, almost gone. You see a woman loading baby formula into her cart with both hands. You see an old man holding 3 bags of rice against his chest like someone might take them. You reach for bottled water. There are 2 left. You take one, then stop. Then take the last one. Your mom texts you, "Do we need more food?" A second later, your friend texts, "Bro, I think this is actually World War III. You load everything into your trunk and look around the parking lot. Water, fuel cans, people calling family. Nobody is laughing now. Level 3, the shortages. You get home and put everything on the kitchen table. Water, rice, canned food, batteries. Your dad looks at the table and says, "That's it?" You look at it again. It doesn't look like enough anymore. Later that day, your mom sends you back out. Get medicine if you can. You drive to the pharmacy. You see the line already outside the door. A woman near the front turns and says, "Do you know if they still have any left?" Nobody answers her. You walk inside. Painkillers. Almost gone. Baby medicine. Almost gone. Flashlights. Gone. The cashier keeps saying the same thing. "No, that's the limit. No, we don't have more in the back. No, I don't know when the next truck is coming." You get back to the car and look at the bag on the passenger seat. A few boxes, a few packets. Nothing that feels like enough. Level 4, the breakdown. 2 days later, things start acting strange. You stop for coffee on the way to work. You tap your card. Declined. You try again. Still declined. The cashier says, "System's been doing that all morning." You open your banking app. It won't load, just a spinning circle. You try to message your friend. Message failed. At lunch, the Wi-Fi drops 3 times in 10 minutes. Someone says it's a cyber attack. Someone else says it's nothing. Nobody knows. You stop at an ATM on the way home. Maximum withdrawal, $100. You take it. You stand there for a second. You wonder if you should try another one. You keep driving. At the supermarket, you try to pay. Card machine down. One cashier is taking cash only. The line in front of her is twice as long. A guy behind you mutters, "Yeah, this is bad." Your friend sends you a clip of missiles over a city skyline. 10 minutes later, somebody replies, "Old video, fake." You see another alert come through. Possible disruptions to power and communications. You get home. The lights flicker once, then twice, then stay on. Your mom looks up from the table and says, "Charge everything, now." The bombs haven't reached you, but the war already has. Level 5, the alerts. Your phone goes off at 2:13 a.m. Emergency alert, missile warning, take shelter immediately. You sit up so fast, you almost drop the phone. A few minutes later, another alert comes through. Possible drone activity. Stay away from windows. Then, the sirens start. Long, mechanical, loud enough to make your chest tighten. Your dad is already in the doorway. Get up, grab the bag. You grab your phone, your keys, the bag you packed 2 days ago, just in case. You step into the hallway. Your neighbor is already outside in pajamas holding a crying kid. Some people run for the stairs, some head to the basement, some just stand there for a second, frozen. You get outside, windows lighting up, car doors slamming, people moving fast but not speaking much. You hear something in the distance, not a plane, not quite. A thin buzzing sound makes everyone stop and look up. You don't see anything. Then the sky flashes, just for a second, white over the rooftops, then dark again. Someone says, "Keep moving." You start moving again, down the stairs, into the shelter, into the parking garage, into anywhere with concrete above your head. Now, every sound means something. Every buzz, every alert, every siren. You don't feel safe anymore. Level 6, the impact. You feel the floor shift under your shoes. Then you hear a deep thump. Dust drops from the ceiling. A car alarm starts screaming outside, then another, then 5 more. You check your phone. It has signal for a second, then gone. You try to call your mom. You can't. You try again. Still nothing. You feel the floor shift again, stronger this time. Someone near the wall whispers, "Oh God." You wait. You listen. When you finally step outside, you can't believe your eyes. Glass on the ground, smoke over the skyline, blue and red emergency lights flashing against dark buildings, traffic frozen in every direction. An ambulance pushes through the intersection and almost gets stuck. You pass a corner store. The shutters are down, closed. At the pharmacy, people are already gathered outside, staring at the doors, waiting for them to open. They never do. You check your phone again. 3% battery, no service. Level 7, the new normal. 3 weeks later, you wake up, and the first thing you do is check the power, then the water, then your phone. If the electricity is back, you charge everything, even if it's 3 a.m. If the tap is running, you fill bottles. If the signal is working, you check the alerts. When you go out, you stop buying food for taste. You look for food that lasts. You know which stores open, which ones don't, which roads feel safer, which roads stay empty for a reason. You stop sleeping deeply. Every vibration makes you check your phone. Every loud sound makes you pause. Every aircraft makes you look up without thinking. You stop making unnecessary trips. If you go out for one reason, then straight home. Your mom says the same thing every night now. Charge your phone before you sleep. At night, the city gets quiet earlier. Not peaceful quiet, careful quiet. You get used to half-empty shelves. You get used to checking battery, checking signal, checking alerts, checking the sky. You adapt, not because you're brave, because you have to.